Cultural appropriation to me is when a certain culture takes something from another culture and tries to call it their own, and I believe this is mainly when it's more of a dominant culture doing it to another culture.
Do you take offence when people appropriate your culture?
I think taking offence to it really depends on how you look at cultural appropriation as a whole. Like, I would take offence to it if people that had no consideration and respect for my culture decided to adapt to it after mistreating it some way. Of course, that is not something anyone would like. However, if someone was simply trying to honour my culture and really respect that and want to embrace it themselves, that's something completely different.
Do you use anything from any other cultures?
Some people might find this hard to believe, but I wouldn't actually think so. I guess when it comes to food, you could say so because I live in England, so at some point I would have to say that I have eaten English food. So if you want to call that appropriating other cultures, I guess you could say so, but I personally don't see it as that. I see it as adapting to what's around you. When it comes to hairstyles and clothing, I guess my lifestyle would implement cultural appropriation, but that would be simply because I model, and in the fashion industry we have to wear clothing from different designers and different brands. However, it's also safe to say that even that does not happen often, and as a model, I model for Asian cultures such as wedding shows and fashion weeks. I definitely think that the fashion industry should have more models modelling clothing of their own culture and race, and I think this is because it just makes sense. Having mainly Caucasian girls on the catwalk in photo shoots modelling a sari or a dashiki to me really struck a nerve. But I don't want to say I get angry about it because every model deserves their chance to shine. I mean, it's a case of having pride of your own culture. It's always like Caucasian models and walking on the runway, so I think it's time we get a chance to show off our own culture. Sometimes everyone just deserves to have what is theirs. I can understand why designers and casting directors use white models or Caucasian models on the runway because that is the normality. We expect white thin women modelling on the runway, and obviously a case of money because that's where the revenue comes in. But I'm still of the opinion that we should still appropriate our own culture and we should still embrace our own culture. There's not much I can say, but honestly, thanks for having me, and I just want to say embrace your culture.